Hey guys, and welcome to something a bit different, as I usually say. Today, I am planning of ranking every single game I've played on my channel over the past 2.5 years, which has come out to about 50 overall. So here's a sneak peek. So there are two sets of rankings I'm gonna be making. It's gotta be the how much I actually like them, and then there's the how well they worked for the channel. Because some games didn't really work and don't fit the sort of thing that you want to do for YouTube. I'll explain more when we get to that because they're two different sheets. But for now, let's get on to actually just ranking the games because I mean quite a few of them are gonna be in the higher range, and then there's a few. I think there's only like one or two games I actively didn't like playing on the channel. Okay, these adverts are annoying as hell. But yeah, let's start it. Amanda the Adventurer. That one or that two? That's okay. Amanda the Adventurer number one. Uh, Amanda the Adventurer. I mean, it wasn't bad. The main problem I had with it was some like it was unbalanced. You would have half the puzzles being stupidly easy, and then some of them are just like really specific that you wouldn't necessarily think of. I mean, all the endings were fun, so I'd probably put it in a probably B. I I think B's not bad. Stardew Valley. Stardew. Uh, See, yeah, like if you watched the video I did, I think it was 2 months back. I like playing Stardew Valley, and I think it's a cool game, but there's still a lot I haven't explored yet, and I'm still learning. But it can get a bit repetitive. So ironically, that's gonna probably go B as well. Just because it's a good game, but there are some bits that are just more annoying than anything. B's gonna be a lot. B's gonna be full a lot. At Dead of Night, A. Again, really fun. Love the mechanics and everything of having to hide and like time it and timing where Jimmy is compared to you. But as the story got like further along in the game, and like it was supposed to be getting like difficult and more harder to find stuff, I just ended up wandering around not knowing what I was supposed to be finding. It didn't help that I did end a session at the worst time. Because I think one of the episodes, there's a cutscene which then needs you to go to a specific place. I ended it after the cutscene and then came back like 2 weeks later to do the next episode and completely forgot about the cutscene until I had to actually search up a walkthrough and went, oh yeah. But yeah, that's why for me it's going into A. Oh god, okay, now we're on to the Gartner some of the bands. Gartner band number 4. F. No, I'm not going to be putting all the bands in F. It's just, for me, it was a walking simulator. Every single one. The number 4, yeah, I'll buff it up to a D. Because the bit that with all like the story and stuff, well actually putting a story into it was cool and nice, but it was basically a glorified walking simulator for about 2 hours, which was boring as hell. Okay, Garten band number 2. That one is going an F because I mean I've been meaning to replay some of the earlier games because like 2 I don't remember much, but the amount of bugs and stuff I had with it and just playing it was a nightmare and a half. Especially as my save for number 2 is permanently broken. No matter what I do, the game won't take a save, and I don't know why. And I haven't been able to fix it. I'll make new saves, uninstall it, reinstall it. It doesn't matter. It just won't save anymore. Gartner band 0. This one, Zero, which I came out the most recent, was surprisingly not bad. Like, uh, I'd actually give it an A. I mean, it's Ban, so yeah, it wasn't perfect because there was one chase scene which one with some janky hitboxes, but other than that, it was surprisingly good. There was one mini game, one task thing that was annoying, and because the timing was a bit off, but overall, it was fun. I actually enjoyed playing it, especially as the environment and stuff was. I mean, yes, it was Ban, but it was actually kind of cool. Ban, Ban 7. Yeah, yeah, I played 7 recently as well. I think I'm gonna give 7 an A as well. That is the complete wrong game. That's next on the list. I'm gonna give it an A because again, that one was surprisingly fun, and I didn't have any major issues with it. All like the puzzles in it were good. Actually, there was one section where there's like a crying child or something, and it was just too dark, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing, so I had to Google it, sadly. But other than that one section, it was perfect. Ironically, if it wasn't for that section, I'd probably bump it up to S, but I'm nah. Bendy and Link Machine B, and I'll say why. I really like it, but the problem is it's meant to be bendy and the ink machine. The ink machine you only see properly in chapter 1 and chapter 5. Yeah, chapter 1 and chapter 5. And then you can see it in 2, 3, and 4 if you're looking at the right spot at the right time. It's very easy to miss it. And especially as Bendy, when I played the game, chapter 1, he's not even in the game. He's in one like jump scare. Chapter 2, he's in a small chase scene. Chapter 3, yes, he is around more, but when I played it, I only interacted with him once out of the longest chapter in the game. Chapter 4, I don't think he's in at all. Well, other than that one scene for the projectionist, he's not in it. And then chapter 5, yeah, he's in the boss fight. So it's a not bad game. But it was their first game, so you do have to give them some leniency. BioShock D. The mechanics of the game and natural how the game is nice. But the problem for me is I hate politics in normal life. So a game which is basically about politics ripping a city apart, I just found the story boring as hell. And after 3 episodes, I got bored and quit it, and I haven't actually played any more of it since. I didn't find it fun, and again, I had to start forcing myself to play it, and I just wasn't liking it. Portal. See? I guess it was the first half of it was actually with all like the puzzles and stuff was fun. But then when I went to the industrial shit where you're just wandering around constantly, I just got bored. Because it's just wandering around doing industrial shit. So I was like, okay. I mean, I guess it was made in, 2007, I think, so I do have to give it some leniency, but, eh. C tier. I think C is very fitting. Okay, next game, Dark Deception. Dark Deception. I'm trying to think. Then you got Monkey, and you got Duck. I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go with another B. Mostly because I love playing the game, but there were some issues with me playing it. That was the main issue for me. Was like, I think it's level 4. Yeah, level 4 with the Dread Duckies. The boss fight, I just got stuck on that for hours. Ironically, it's the boss fight that I end up having issues with. In level 7, yeah, level 7 when you're in the like animatronic carnival place. I had issues with that boss fight as well. Actually, to be fair, that entire level I hated because there was this constant like barrage of random shit happening. To be fair, chapter 4 was a bit over the top. Levels 4, 5, 6, and 7 were sort of just over the top chaos, which 2.5 years later, chapter 5 still isn't out. But I'm hoping they kind of calm it down a tiny bit because it was ridiculous. Plus, loading it, I recorded chapter 1, 2, and 3 perfectly. I tried recording chapter 4. My computer couldn't handle it. There was both things at the same time. It just simply couldn't handle it. Anyway, go for friends. I mean, I'm gonna put it C tier, mostly because I'm putting it in C tier, mostly because I don't play the game. I don't play it to play the game. I play it as a let's do one round, which takes about 50 minutes to get me flowing and get me in the mood of playing games. That's the only reason why I play it. So it's sort of a mid game at best. Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. Specifically Chapter 1. Yeah, I've got all the chapters in it. Chapter 1. Not bad. I'll give it a C. It's not bad. I mean, it's not scary in the slightest, but hey, as everyone knows, it's sort of just like, do people like this? Is this something that can work? And it's like, yes, it did work, which hence why they wrapped it up for the future chapters. So, there's not really a lot to say about it. Well, I mean, there's not a lot about the game, but nonetheless. Gods in a Band Chapter 3. Which one was Chapter 3? Give me 2 seconds. Let me just quickly Google which one was Chapter 3 because I do not remember it. Oh god, Chapter 3. D tier. I'm putting it D because it was definitely an improvement from Chapter 2. But the problem I had with it was, yes, the puzzles did improve, but they also got way more complicated to the point where one of the puzzles, it was like something about colors and having to fix stuff while you do it. It took me hours to actually finish it because I just simply couldn't do it. There was just too many things happening. Plus, the amount of just random shit going on for the sake of yes was the worst in Chapter 3. Chapter 2 was the worst for padding, Chapter 3 was the worst for just shit. And then Chapter 4 was for worse for just walking. Yeah. 2 was walking, 3 was going around in circles in a room, and 4 was even more walking. Grow Home. B. Very simplistic game, but it did it well. It should just grow the massive plant thing in the center of the map, so you can get back to your ship, and then you can go for some collectibles and stuff afterwards. Simple, concise, fun to play. It was annoying at some points though, because like if you fell off something, you then had to climb a shit ton of space back to get back to where you were, which did take a while. But to be fair, that's probably just a skill issue. Moving on, Power Washing Simulator. A? I wonder if anything's gonna get an S. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Yeah, Power Washing Simulator. I like it. It's chill. You can relax. As the maps get bigger, you do have to start like planning ahead and just thinking, okay, let's do that bit, then let's do that bit, and then you actually have to start paying attention to what shit's happening. Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. That's Mummy Longlegs with all that shit. Put Chapter 2 at B as well, but for a completely different reason. I'm putting Chapter 2 at C because of my personal issues with it. For me personally, again, like the last third of it is just industrial shit, which, I should make an. I should have made an extra bit of just industrial shit that put half the games on it. Um. Well, where's my train of thought going? The chase scene wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, the death, how she died was hilarious, but there was a lot of bits that just felt like they could have been tweaked. Like the color memory section. I mean, it was fine, but it lasted too long. That was it. Huggy Wuggy. I think that one was the name of that one. I had so much personal issues with that because there's like a delay on the grab pack and then having to be accurate. It just didn't work well for me. Again, that's a complete skill issue, but that's my issues with it. Good chapter, definite improvement from chapter 1, but yeah, I'll organize all of these. Actually, let me just quickly organize all these. Power washing probably there. Throughout all of these are good. What 007? That one. Actually, just because of the drone issues. Okay, Stardew Valley, yeah, Dark Deception, I'll probably put there, Grow Home. It's a bit boring. I'll put chapter 2 there. I'd rather play Portal than probably play than chapter 1. Yep, you're definitely last. Nah, I think the story's better. Okay, yeah. I'll try, like, organize it while I'm doing it from now on. Okay. Oh, the original Girls in a Band Band. The first one. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go there A. Simply because it's ironically the reason why I hate number 2 and love number 1 is for the exact same reason. Janky shit with weird puzzles. But the difference is chapter 1 is a 15-minute game. Chapter 2 is a 2-hour-minute game. So it got extremely boring during chapter 2. Whereas chapter 1 is short, concise. Ironically, I got more fun out of the shit gravity, like shit physics with all the chairs and stuff. I got more fun out of that than I did the actual game. So, yeah. Alice Madness Returns. I don't know why the picture's so goddamn small. I've had a very long and weird relationship with this game. I'm gonna go B, but I'm gonna go there B. Simply because it's a very... I have to keep on kneeing the desk. It's a very interesting game. I like it, but the problem is I get bored with it. That's the problem. You can't play a lot of it in one go because I've only actually got like probably a third of the way through the game. I've never managed to sit down and finish it properly. I really should just to experience it, maybe improve. But the bits I've done, I think repetitive. It doesn't help that I was trying to while on the channel trying to find all the secrets and stuff, which meant it took twice as long in every location. So maybe I could just like play the game and then worry about secrets and shit another time. Raft, yes, I love it. I love the game. Fun to play. I played it with other people. They've enjoyed it as well. This, yes, once you've actually finished the game, you can then just have some fun and just mess around with your raft. It's expanding, building shit. Also, it just becomes like a raft Minecraft, basically. Yeah. See, the only thing that I sort of fucked up was I didn't pay attention to the story in the slightest. I sort of just plowed through and did all the story locations and then went, okay, sure, bye. And so I have not a clue what the story is. Because there is one, I just never paid attention. Scorn. Scorn. gonna go A, but I'm gonna go there A. And the only reason why I'm not putting Scorn in S is because the boss fight they put at like right at the end of the game was so painfully awkward to do that I'm having to drop it down a letter rank, because it was so janky and I didn't understand if I was doing it right or not, and it was just clanky as hell and felt out of place for the rest of the game, which had been so much puzzle and like exploring based, so then randomly just go fight this random thing. Especially as all the weapons that you had been given, the game was very heavy on, do you want to attack something? And then it just went, kill it. You were forced to then attack it. I was just like, why? It just felt out of place. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Gonna go B. I'm gonna go there B. Simply because not actually that bad. When I played it, I did have some slight issues, but to be fair, I think that's just me at that point. I had one save that just didn't work. But I mean, it's trying to be a horror game, but it's not scary in the slightest. And the only time I did get scared was because of fucking loud foot. How did I forget about Muzi? Oh, because I never got uploaded to the channel. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. Yeah, so I put Spooky there and B. Undertale. Going in, no ranking. Because I've only played about an hour of it. So I can't really make a ranking off it because I've only played I've done Toriel, and I've done the like part of I'm like halfway through the puzzles with Papyrus. So I'm right at the start of the game. So I can't really give a ranking on a game that I've barely played. Okay. Amanda the Adventurer 2. B. And the reason why I'm putting it there B is because they went higher in the like challenging of the puzzles, but they went too far. So it became really complicated and took so long to do. And some of it wasn't intuitive in the slightest. Sadly, I did get hit at an awkward point because I think it was the day before I bought Amanda the Adventure 2 and actually played it. They changed the intro puzzle to make it easier. So no one had played that version of the game yet. So I'm wandering around YouTube going, why can't I figure this out? Why has everyone got a different puzzle? Check the patch notes, completely different puzzle now. So yeah, it wasn't intuitive in the slightest. And they made it simpler by making it harder, ironically. Because there's less puzzle, and especially as people kept on finding stuff that just didn't exist for me. Again, probably just a skill issue, but we ignore that. Pineapple on pizza. Hey, it's a very short game. It's literally, you wander around looking at some people dancing, you run up a volcano, jump in the volcano, and then watch as people die because you made a volcano explode. That's the game, and the volcano ends up actually being a pizza with a pineapple on it. It's a weird ass game, but it's really funny. You could just watch people dancing for ridiculous how long. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Phasmophobia. S. I love Phasmophobia. It's one of my favourites. I play it a shit ton. So I guess that's just my personality, getting hunted by ghosts constantly. I don't know what to say. I just find it fun. Hence why me and a bunch of other people have done so many episodes on it on the channel. Because it's plus it's such an easy game to record because it's just like play it and just record because the gameplay is just you having fun. That's literally it. It's not a game you have to force an idea with. Doom. I'm gonna put an A I'm gonna put it there A. Simply, actually, no, I'm thinking about the wrong game. Doom. Okay, Doom. I'm gonna put. Probably gonna upset some people. I'm gonna put there in A. Simply because I didn't play the game properly. So yeah, again, this is my ranking, and it's entirely based on how badly I fucked shit up. Yeah, I didn't really understand the use of half the items and half the extra abilities, so I had some issues with like clankiness, but that was entirely my fault. But it did partly ruin the experience. But it's still a great game, nonetheless. Friday Night Funkin'. This is the base game I'm talking about, not any of the mods and shit. That's completely different. The base game. What the fuck's happening there? B, but I'm gonna go there. B. It's a nice game. It was fun to play, and it very good because it set a very good like precedent for what could be done. Hence why the modding scene is such a huge thing. But for me, it's not bad. That's the thing. It's nothing amazing I can say about it, but there's nothing shit I can say about it. So it's not bad, hence why it's going in B. B for not bad. Team Fortress 2. I'm gonna go. Oh, no. S. Putting in S, but I'm putting it the lowest of S. Mostly because at the moment, I've been having issues with boredom. And not having as much fun as I used to. But I think that's just because I need to stop playing for a while because it's just got too repetitive. Doesn't help that I shit at playing sniper and shit at playing spy, so I'm sort of limited down to what I can play. Hence why whenever I play sniper, I just go huntsman because it's the janky Luxman of the server. Shoots their foot and the game goes headshot. Great job, mate. Okay, next game. Grow Up. D. Mostly because I did one episode on it and I hated it. Because with how Let's Grow Home was good because it was a simple concept, but it was confined to a semi-small area. Grow Up is a very simple concept with annoying collection stuff and a massive ass map. So it was really annoying as hell to play. And I got bored within about 30 minutes. Hence why the one and only video I did was not that long. Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal. There. Massive improvement. I actually started playing the game properly for once, and yeah. Although yes, it was difficult, it was fun because of the difficulty, not because of my partly my incompetence, but it was fun, and I enjoyed playing it, and I'm very looking forward to go playing it again sometimes. Maybe on a harder difficulty. I don't know. Baldi's Basics. D. But I'm gonna go there. Nah, there, D. S. As much as I don't like Bioshock, at least it has gameplay and shit. These just don't have gameplay. Actually, I'll put Baldi's Basics below. I didn't like Baldi's Basics. Simply because I found it annoying as hell to play. Especially as there's a custom death thing where one in I don't know however many, the game will just shut itself down. If you get caught too many times. And that annoyed the hell out of me, which is why when you watch the video, it cuts from this corrupted save or some other shit. I can't remember, it was months ago now. from when I played. Moving on. How long have I been going for? I've not a clue. 35 minutes, fucking up. Moving on to the next game. Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. S. I'm gonna go there, S. Loved playing it. For me, Chapter 3 is the peak chapter because they nailed it with the horror. It was perfect because, especially when you're getting to the later bits where he's becoming more agitated and more like active around you, it was amazing because, like, once you get into the mayor building, it's every corner you're having to check, constantly looking behind you to see. Plus, the jump scares were on point and perfectly timed. Huggy Wuggy's like nightmare chase was amazing to watch. The flashback to chapter 1, great. I thoroughly enjoyed playing it, and I'm very happy if when I go back to play all the games again. Massive improvement from chapter 2. Happy Hunger Burger Barn. No, Burger Farm. Sorry, wrong game. I'm gonna put it in a B. I'm gonna put it in the there B. Because great story, great gameplay. Actually, hey, yeah, great story, great gameplay. I found it really fun. Yeah, I really don't have any complaints about it. The only reason why it's not going higher is because it was a bit monotonous. Monotonous? I think that's the right word. But ironically, I think that's what it was designed to be, because it was sort of meant to be you're a paycheck to paycheck person living, well, from paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, it's good. I liked it. I had fun with it while I played. Just checking everything's still working because I've been chatting for a while. Okay, Castle Crashers. I'm gonna put you in an S, but I'm gonna put you in their S, simply because I think these ones are better. Ironically, I've been playing Castle Crashers for probably about a decade now, and until I played it on the channel, I always called it Castle Crashers. I always said it as Castle Crashers, always pronounced it as Castle Crashers. Didn't realize it was Castle Crashers. And I hate saying that because it sounds wrong. Maybe that's just because I'm used to saying Crashers, but I don't know. I love playing it. The nightmare mode is, it is a nightmare, but it's really fun. 10 out of 10 game. Would recommend again. Just Shapes and Beats. I'm gonna go A, but I'm gonna go there A. Simply because, love the music. Gameplay is simple, but it's done effectively with each level being perfectly matching the music. Plus, they managed to get a story into a bunch of shapes and a square. Like, that takes skill. Very fun game. Liked playing it. Yeah. And moving on to the next game, Ultimate Chicken Horse. I'm gonna put in A, but I'm gonna go there A. Mostly because when you're playing it with close friends, it's an amazing game. But when you're playing it on a public server, it's so shit. Because people abuse the system so badly. They'll get a 1 point lead, and they will stall out the game, forcing it to go to the end timer. Well, yeah, go to the final round, and they will force their win. So it just becomes a die constantly, and they make it impossible to win, and it's annoying as hell. But hey, it's a public server. What do you expect? But ignoring public servers, it's a really fun game. I did bug it out though. I managed to unlock everything by accident, even though the game doesn't even acknowledge it. I managed to break everything. I don't know how. Sims 4. Gonna go B, but I'm gonna go probably there B. Simply because it's fun, but there's a lot of just sit there and watch shit happen. Which, I mean, if you get the Sims right, there is a lot of random shit happening, but other than that, it just ends up being a watching simulator. To be fair, that's basic. I basically just made a YouTube channel. Inside, I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go there B. No, there B. Yeah. Simply because I probably said simply because like 50 times in this episode. If someone can make a counter, that'd be hilarious. Um, it's it's meant to be a strange ass game, and it does that perfectly. But for me personally, it's a bit too strange and a bit just eh. The ending doesn't make sense. The whole story doesn't have a purpose. You're just wandering from point A to B because yes. And then I think you die halfway through, but then that's not really explained. Then you're revived, and then you become human blob flesh thing. Eh? I don't know. It was weird ass to play. And the recording died. Bobby Playtime Chapter 4. I'm just gonna put it there for a second while I talk. I have mixed feelings about Chapter 4. The problem I had with it was when I played it originally, I played it on launch, which was the most buggy ass game I've ever played. Because there was so many stuff that got fixed that I didn't have because I was playing it on launch. And it was a nightmare and a half to play because of it. Plus, I think the story wasn't that good. For me, it felt like they added so many new characters just to have them all killed off immediately. Especially as the main villain was meant to be the Doctor. And I didn't really feel that. All he did was talk to you for a bit. Doesn't help that half the time when he's talking to me, my stuff was bugged out, so the visuals weren't working, but we ignore that. It just felt he was meant to be the main character, or the main antagonist. Antagonist, that's the right word. But without actually doing anything evil. His boss fight was a fucking joke. It was so painfully easy. It was just run in a straight line and look at the floor. Now that's what I call gameplay. And the only bits I died to was there was one section where you have to like run in, trigger a trap, and then run away. Which, if you get caught, insta kills you. That's the only bit where I died at because it was the one bit that was a bit janky. And I just didn't find it fun. They tried to be dark, but it wasn't dark. They tried to be like mysterious with the story without it being mysterious. You had a bunch of new characters arguing constantly, and it just didn't feel like a chapter. It felt off, to put it. Plus, the entire section with Yarnaby was like a fucking joke. That one bit with Yarnaby took me so many hours to do because, again, because I played it on launch, nothing was explained properly. So I had to basically figure it out with no help. But enough me ranting on about... Oh, I need to actually give it a ranking. Sadly, for now, I'm going to have to give it a D. But it's going to be a high D. But I'm going to have to give it a D because I really did not enjoy playing it. That probably will change when I play it again because all the majority of the bugs have been fixed now and have been improved on. But yeah, for now it's a D. It's not fun. Roblox, probably B. It's Roblox, B. Puppet Gardener Band Chapter 6. Not bad. The puzzles were an improvement, I'll give them that. The boss fight was annoying though, with the pillar bird. That was janky as hell. Especially as all the hitboxes weren't aligned properly. All the hitboxes were shunted to the left for some reason. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in B. But I'm gonna go there, B. Yeah, I'll go there, B. Not bad, definitely an improvement from previous editions, but not perfect. Liftlands. I played the demo version a while back, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, there wasn't a lot to it because it was a demo version, but it wasn't that bad. I will put it there. Fun. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. So I think it was one of the few times that I checked the timer just out of curiosity, and it'd been like an hour and a bit. It's like, oh my god, really? Yeah. Minecraft. Yes, and if anyone disagrees with me, you're wrong. Clap clap. It was a very fun. It was a very interesting horror game. I'm gonna put it in just above Pineapple on Pizza. It knew what it was trying to do, and it stuck to it, and it tried its best. And I'll give it props for that. It was a good game. It was a good game. Monopoly Go. F. Played one game of it and uninstalled it. Do I have to say anything else? Papers, Please. Going straight to S, but I'm gonna put it. Gonna put their S. I loved it. I loved all 5 episodes they did with it. I enjoyed it. It 10 out of 10 game. Okay. And next game on the list, Bendy and the Dark Revival. Why did I put Bendy in? Bendy and the Dark Revival is a massive improvement than Ink Machine. To the point where I'm gonna put it there. Because it improved massively on the horror, on the whole it being a horror game. They ramped up the story, made Bendy 10 times scarier. Like, they improved on everything. The secrets you could find, the storytelling was massively better. They improved on everything, and I can't wait to see what all the next games are gonna bring, because there's, what is it? Boris and it's like Bendy and Boris Survival or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But there's the Boris one. Then there's the Cage, which is like a short, darker version. And then there's the third game in the Bendy series, the actual proper third one, which is coming at some point. So I'm looking forward to all of it. Planet Crafter. S, but I'm gonna go their S. I really like Planet Crafter, and I bet half of you have never even heard of the game. It's you basically like what you're ironically, yeah, you're terraforming a planet, and you just have to survive and fix the planet. It's simple, but it's done well, and it's still being developed on. I've been playing it for about 2 years now, and I've been playing it since very early in development. Like, it was one of the first I think it was the first series I did on the channel. Back all the way 2 years ago when I had no mic, no editing, nothing. It was just record for an hour and a half. I still love playing it to this day. And last game, The Looker. B. But I'm gonna go probably there, B. It's not bad, but the problem is it's designed to be like quirky and weird, but the problem is it goes too far at being weird and then just ends up becoming annoying. And some that was it was just annoying. But yeah, while I've been talking, there's probably 1 or 2 games that I have missed, but this is the majority of them, which I'm happy with. Shockingly, yeah. Shit. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the ranking on how well the video is recorded. Well, not how I like the games. Yeah. And now I'm going to quickly switch over to the next one, which is how well they worked in a channel perspective. Okay. Now we are on to now on to the recording side of and actually how it worked, how the games worked for my channel. This one's probably gonna be a bit more boring, I'll admit, because there is just like how stuff worked. But let's go. So we have no problems. No problems at all. So it worked fine. Had some slight, like decent enough. So had some slight issues, but didn't cause any difference. Recording issues, so like stuff cutting out, stuff that's not recording entirely. Chaos, which was just it was a shit show. And then I gave up because it just didn't work. And then I got this ban because ban fucked up on every single video I recorded. Yeah. Amanda the Adventurer. Chaos. Neither of the videos recorded fine. Pineapple Pizza. Fine. I Did at Night. Fine. Dark Deception. Recording issues. Chapter 1, 2, and 3 were fine. 4 was a shit show. Scorn. Okay. There were... are you gonna respond? Yeah. There were recording issues, but that was because I was using an outdated version of my recording setup, and I was low on space, and it went to shit. That entire thing was on me. Hence why I want to go back and play it again. Puppet Playtime Chapter 3. Recording issues. Chapter 1 was a buggy... Part 1 was a buggy mess. Chapter 2 I keep saying chapter. Part 2 I went off for too long, and it bugged out. Ban. Bendy in the Dark Revival. They all turned out fine. Bioshock. They all turned out fine. Castle Crashes. All fine. Cap Clap. Fine. Friday Night Funkin'. Fine. Girl for Friends. Fine. Grow Home. Fine. The Looker. Pretty sure that was shit. Raft. It broke. Ironically, I'm gonna delete that row because gave up isn't needed. Okay, Grow Up. It recorded fine, but it's ironic I gave up on it. Happy Hunger Burger Farm. Fine. Doom. Fine. Ban 3. Fucked. Inside. Decent enough. I had half the recording break because I ran out of space, of recording space, and didn't notice. Just Shape and Seats. Fine. Lift Lands. Fine. Minecraft. Fine. Monopoly Go. Fine. God, lag space. Papers, Please. Fine. Phasmophobia. Fine. Puppy Playtime Chapter 2. Pretty sure that bugged out. Alice Madness Return. Fine. Benning Machine. Fine. Ban. Fucked. Portal. Fine. Ban. Fucked. Doom. Fine. Puppy Playtime Chapter 4. That was fucked as hell. Puppy Playtime Chapter 1. Fucked. Power Washing. Fine. Amanda the Adventurer. I think that was decent enough. Roblox. Good. Sims 4. Good. Ban. Fucked. Probably put Planet Craft after decent enough. Because majority of the episodes were fine, but I think there was one that bugged out. Stardew Valley worked out fine. TF2, fine. Spooky Jumpscare Mansion, fine. Ban fucked. Ban fucked. Baldi's Basics, fine, I believe. Ultimate Chicken Horse, fine. And Undertale, the one episode I do have, is fine. Yeah, very boring, but yeah. Ironically, Ban was fucked up. These ones were fucked up. There's quite a few games. See, I looked on my channel to see which games I played. I hadn't taken account the games that I recorded. They broke and then didn't upload it because I played Moosey, which broke. I played Cookie Simulator, which broke. I played Tavern Simulator, that broke. I played a bunch of other stuff that have just not worked, and just have this recording that's broken, and I don't know why. back to the personality rankings. Yeah. Well, oh, gotta yank my cable. Thank you for watching. Yes, this entire video has been me just yapping along about games I like and dislike. Yeah, dislike because shit, boring, political bollocks. But yeah. So, if you've enjoyed seeing content like this, which is just a lot of just me sat around saying what I like and dislike and being more personal, leave me a comment down below, and also make sure to like and subscribe because then I'll be able to do more stuff like this, well, more full time. But yeah, as usual, as I've just said, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. A goodbye.